Hello, guys. Hello. Yes, it's me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, this is my pink. I have found that one good thing about lipstick is that if you put the lipstick on, um, the camera kind of goes into the color and it kind of fades out the outside. So I wear lipstick not just for the lips, but it just kind of improves the entire look. So I look like it's a snow day special. Yeah. I couldn't resist coming on because I'm cleaning my office here and I got a lot of stuff out. I'm trying to empty it all out and then figure out what I want to put back in. So I figured I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I like to keep everything, so I need to figure out how to declutter. I would like to be a minimalist. I love minimal stuff, but I am a stuff person. I seem to collect stuff. So I need to, take it slow and try not to put too much stuff back in. And I'm tempted to redo my background. I love this one. I really like it. It worked out well for my video for the coronavirus video. And when I'm on the class, the plaques in the back, they border my classroom perfectly. So right now I feel like I want to move this one over a little bit, but when I'm in my classroom, it's the perfect square. It looks great. It looks like I planned it that way. So but I just wanted to come on here because I wanted to share some rewards. I did have 3 classes this morning. I usually do 2 or 3 on a regular day. And this week I was sort of like, I'm going to take it easy. I want to just do, if I have a few extra open spots, I need the break. I need to not, I teach every single day and I figure 1 or 2 classes isn't that much. I can handle it. It's no big deal. But, when you do it day after day after day with everything else, it gets to be a lot. And so this morning I had 2 classes with a break in between and I'm like, oh, I just want to do that short notice. So I went ahead and opened the short notice and I got a trial, and it was the new trial with the bubbles, the apple, the banana, the one I just certified for a couple days ago. And it was a little crazy, but my student didn't show up. But during my student no-show, I went through all of the slides, made sure I knew how to do everything. I had my apple, I had a banana, which I ate. I had a real banana. And I have a ball, which is in my other video. This is my ball that I usually use for ball, or works out for a map as well. And I was so ready. And so then I had a student no-show. So while I was sitting here, it was a snow day. I went ahead and opened up another spot and I got it booked with another trial, and I figured it was the same one. So when I opened the camera on my computer, I was using my computer, I could not hear the student. Like, they could hear me, but I could not hear them. So I refreshed, I changed lines, I contacted the firemen, which nothing happened with that. And so what did I do? Pulled out the trusty iPad. Yep, that's what saved me. I pulled out the iPad, got it into class, and I was able to pull it up, and without a headset or anything, I just taught the class because I didn't have the headset. I didn't have my earbuds handy. I just had and it's a good thing I had my iPad because I don't always have it because I'm getting overconfident because I have a newer type computer. And so it worked for me. We went through the whole class. Now, this class, I was thinking that the code was the same class as the other one. But when I pulled it up, it was the monster one. And then as I got into the monster one, I realized that this kid was probably a little young. He should have had the other one. But I wasn't sure if it would work with my iPad. So I just did the monster one. And actually the kid, he could read, he could speak pretty well. His mother was helping him. So I tried to just make it good for him, even though he was pretty young. He was probably about 5. So for him to do M and N, like he couldn't spell, but he could do eyes, nose, and mouth. He didn't completely participate the whole time. But I wanted to show Evelyn, I used her bananas for the trial. I think this is a great reward for the trial students. And because, it's simple and I was able to just throw the banana up there and it's not complicated and the student knows what a banana is and everything. So I was going to use this one for the newer trial because it has apple, banana, and ball in it. What does it have in it? Apple, banana, and what is the C? So let's see. How was it? So with no headset, can't the student hear themselves answering? No. It worked out fine. It worked out fine. I don't know why I don't know why sometimes the headset doesn't work. Sometimes it does. I have one student that I think she uses a computer, and even with the headset, I can hear a little bit of an echo. And sometimes I'll do a class and I hear a little bit of a delay. But I just kind of pretend that's the way it is for them. Like they don't really know any different. They don't know my other classes. They just think this is the way it is for them. So I don't use my headset when I use the iPad. I have used my earbuds and they do work well. I do have a headset for my iPad, which I will show you. This is the headset. I borrowed these, and this is the headset I used for my first 1,000 classes. The microphone doesn't really work. So it plugs into, this is the set that I used for when I got hired for VIPKID. It has 2 things, one for audio, one for video. So what is it? One for the student, one for me. That's what it is. One goes in, one goes out. And so when you're on the iPad, I can plug one side in so I can hear the student, but I'm using the internal mic anyway. So as long as I can hear the student, I'm fine. So I don't use my headset. I wish Evelyn would make an Etsy store for all her awesome creations. Yeah. The thing about it is the things that she has made are so useful. Like I use this quite a lot for the ear. I use, I'm cleaning up, so a lot of my stuff is kind of moved around. But I use these today. You can use this for color or for stop and go. You can use this for when you're doing something. This is great for the stories when you're asking a lot of questions. And this is just easy, but I just love them. And I use these all the time. I use this quite a bit. And I also have in my drawer, I just cleaned out all my drawers too. I have she gave me this ice cream. Now this ice cream is very simple. It's just cardboard, but it looks like a real ice cream cone on the screen. And I've used this a lot too. And then there's different scoops. And I saw Danny has one. I don't know if that's the one from Evelyn or not, but I have these, and you can do these with the colors, or you can use for a decoration. And she even sends them with the magnets. Like, that's really awesome. So these have colors as well. I also have Kim's little apples. I use these quite a bit also. Thank you, Kim. So I think I have more, but this is all I have in my drawer right now. I'm cleaning out my drawer, but I wanted to show you a few things that I've been using recently that are kind of fun. Oh, here's one of my other apples. Here's an orange one. I think I have one missing. I have yellow. I think yellow's missing. I have purple, red. She sent these in my Christmas card. I thought that was an amazingly awesome idea. And they have different expressions, different colors. I love these on popsicle sticks. So simple. This is something I just found at the dollar store, and I picked up a couple of them. And my idea, and everything's falling off my desk. my idea, like today I said, you get a star, and I held this up. And so you could put like your picture in here. You could put a picture of a dog. You could put just a color, anything. So I use this for stars today, but I also used it for snowing. And I got a bunch of these at Christmas. I put them in everybody's stocking. And they're like, you went a little crazy with that. But I'm like, I love it. Here's a heart one. So, and I was going to try to put that in my video to Wuhan, but it didn't seem to match what I was doing. But I just think that's really cool. Those are dollar stores. So Evelyn, if you don't have one and you have one at your dollar store, look for that. And my idea was to use 5 of them, or maybe even to just use a regular star and just hold it like that. You get a star, kind of like that. So it makes it like a snow globe type of thing. I also have some other stars. I use these stars a lot, and I dug these out because it's been a little while. But these have balls on them. So you could just stick it in here like this, shake it up, you get a star. So that's something really cool that I would, kind of pulled out today and used. So that's kind of cool, makes it a little different if you're a 2D person. So I'm always thinking about my iPad group. They cannot use like the AR stickers. They can't use Manicam or Cam Twist or anything. So they're always looking for, what can I do that is not, computer techie stuff. So the other thing I wanted to share is my awesome Valentines. So what I did was I got a bunch of Valentines and I took out all but 5. And then during the reward time, I would just hold it up and go, oh, and then I would do like this and make it fun, and then hold it up and say, oh, flower. What does it say? I want to flower you with hugs. Aw. And then I'll go, aw, and then I might say, what color is the monster? And so you can also practice words when you're doing this. And I just leave in 5. So then you're just, not having to choose through a whole bunch. You make me happy. And I use these even for my level 7 boy. And I said to him, I was like, I know this is strange and this is not normal, but I said, it's not normal for you to be locked up in your house for days and days and days either. You got to do something to break the monotony, right? And I don't always do cutesy, funny things like that with him, but I just thought it would be fun. Something a little cute and unusual. So these are really cute. So these are my trolls. And then if you saw my video about the laughter, I have like a troll hair headband in that one. I had a lot of fun making that. Those are actual, obviously you can tell those are actual classes I went through, and I'm like, which class was it that I had a lot of fun in that? And I went to it and I recorded it with my phone. So what I did with that video, just to explain it to you, is I took my phone, which is, I don't know where it is at the moment. Who knows? I don't know where my phone is. So anyway, I took my phone, recorded it this way, landscape, and I just took little clips. Then I went to iMovie, and you can enter them into iMovie, and one right after the other. And then you can shorten them or lengthen them however you want. I took some pictures off the internet, put those in. So I actually did that whole entire thing on my phone. So I use my QuickTime to screen record on my Mac. Yeah. So I learned how to screen record too, but I wasn't sure how to get the student's face out. And then if I screen record with my computer, I have to put it into the Filmora. Then I have to send it to my phone, and it takes a lot longer. So I just used my phone for the whole thing, and it was so much easier, and I got it done a lot quicker. And then I added a few pictures, and then I did the voiceover which was really fun. So I used my phone for the whole thing. So I just, I think the phone is easier, but like with Filmora, I can use the specialty things. Like, in my other video to Wuhan, I used the Filmora to do the picture going in, out, and all those little extra things. And you can do a lot of different things with Filmora also. So it depends on what kind of specialty effects you want to use. It was great, Cindy. Made me smile the whole time. Awesome, Casey. Yeah. Well, did you see the video of the woman who I put on the iPad group? She was just cracking up, and I can't remember her name. Oh, here's my phone. She just did a video of all laughing, 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 laughing. Oh, oh my word. So my daughter Lily missed her flight and she cried, but now she's got a new flight. Oh, the poor thing. She got redirected to a different airport, and so she's still safe. So as long as she's safe and she gets there, it's a poor thing. Okay, so I'm not going to say where she is because that would, this is on YouTube. So anyway, so I was shocked in Casey's interview with the teacher who doesn't use rewards. Yeah, I was really surprised too. I was very surprised. So, the thing to me is rewards are not burdensome. To me, rewards are a way to extend and a way to have fun with your student. Like if I don't have the rewards, like sometimes those lessons are really dry. Yeah. Oh, wow, Casey, stay safe. Wow. So I think that like for right now, it's Valentine's. They're all cooped up. They are like, they want to do English, but maybe they're signing on to do something fun, and if that's part of having fun in the class. Like some people maybe can have fun without rewards, but I think the rewards are part. Like for this, if I have like all the girls that day are going to have this. Like I don't switch it up and make them all different for every single class. And my level 7's a boy and he got this. And we just laughed, we just laughed about it. And later I'm like, I hope his mother doesn't like cancel me because I'm too like childish or something. But I told him, like I said, it's not normal for you to be cooped up. You got to do something, to take the edge off, right? So I think that, in the banana thing, you just go, oh, you get a banana. And then you can count the bananas. And, it's just gives you a way of interacting more than just with the screen. And so they also have I have not used these yet. These might be for tonight or tomorrow. Paw Patrol. These are really cool, though. If you read the backs, this one says, jump for Valentine's Day. So you could do jump. Okay, so there's one. Happy Valentine's, Team Paw. So you could talk about paw, maybe do a paw paw hit or whatever you want to call it. One team, one dream. One team. Dream big. Okay? And never give up. So these are awesome, and you could use these all throughout the year. My level 7 boy says that he lives in a huge house and he hasn't left the house for a whole month. Wow. Yeah. My boy, I don't know if he lives in an apartment, but he hasn't left either. So they're used to being inside a lot. They're not used to playing outside like our kids, but knowing that you can't go outside, that's a lot harder than not wanting to go outside. My kids are inside right now. I'm going to kick them out. So here we have some more. These are for the pets too. And a lot of times the kids have seen these. You could use these. This is a pet. This is a rabbit. Soup, a rabbit. Those are in the wrong one. So there's a lot of things you can do, and I'm going to keep these for extension. I also doubled up and I took these Valentines and I took some out and sent them to my grandkids in the mail. So hopefully today they'll they went out for a little while, and hopefully when they come home, they'll enjoy their Valentine's. Hopefully the mail will be there. And then I got Toy Story, and I tried to get like some boy, some girl, different ones like that. So I have some from last year. I have this cat. Like, you could even cut these out and use them for other things. I have Princesses, You Are Fabulous. And it's funny because the kids are like, oh, wow. You know, like they've never seen them before. So it works. So I think I would suggest that you go to the dollar store, grab some Valentines. I got these all at the dollar store. And you can use them throughout the year. If they have any kind of other prints on them, you could cut them out. You could make your own little cards with them on there. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I also wanted to thank Casey for the awesome gift card. So I was watching the live, like I was ready, and I was just, you know, cleaning up and trying to figure out what I'm going to do in here. And I was ready beforehand. I listened to the whole thing, and then the internet on my phone went out. So I don't know what happened. And then I went back on and heard who won. And I totally missed the fact that I won a $10 gift card to the dollar store. So thank you so much. I will definitely use it. And I also wanted to share another reward. I think I shared with you before that I got calendars. These are really awesome. I used this for today for the calendar lesson. This also comes in good as a reward. You could use the picture as a reward. So this is all about superheroes, and you can talk about superheroes. There are some lessons that are about, you know, what makes a good person or what's good character, things like that. So I talk about superheroes in those lessons. And I also wanted to share this reward. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. This might come in handy, especially since the kids are cooped up now, and maybe just throwing a star up on the board isn't enough right now. But you could play a game. And I saw this. This is not my idea, but I saw a teacher. I don't remember what her name. Sorry. If you watch this video, please let me know it was your idea. But she takes the cards and she goes like this, and she says, tell me when to stop. And then when they say stop, then you say, okay, you get 4 points. Okay, and then you could take the card out if you want, or shuffle the deck, however you want to do it. And then you could say, tell me when to stop. Okay, teacher gets 6 points. And you could do that 5 times throughout the class and keep score. And that's teacher versus student. And if you have an older kid, maybe you want to say, you know, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you could decide if you want, do you want to multiply, divide, maybe not divide, because that you get into decimals. But, you know, add, subtract, whatever. I don't know. You could make it your own little twist to it if you want. Or you could even put questions on here, like say the would you rather questions. You could say, tell me when to stop, and then a would you rather question. I'm going to look this up after class, but I did see one teacher that she had some really cool, what are those, Mad Libs? Just a sentence where give me a noun, give me an adjective, and then she reads a funny sentence. I think that would be really fun. I'm totally going to try to rest today too, in my bed. Good. Good. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to rest today. I have to make some supper. I might FaceTime my grandkids because they're going to be inside. I'm going to finish cleaning my office, and I might do a knitting live a little later, or I'm not sure yet if we're going to do it live or if I'm going to do it privately, but I'm going to start a knitting group on my channel. And these are some friends of mine, and we're going to talk about knitting and talk about life, some other people that I've known for many years. And we've done this before, like years ago. We did group called Just a Knit Away, because they moved away and we just met up online. So we have a lot of things that we can talk about, and I thought it might be really fun to do it live on YouTube. So we're going to do that. And eventually, actually, the last Monday of February, I'm going to have vacation. So we're going to do it. That will be our premiere live as a group on YouTube. And if we do it before then, it'll be just planning for that special day, because I want to be able to announce it and everything to our other friends and people around. And Evelyn, you might be interested, because these are friends of mine that they have homeschooled through the years. I've known them through homeschooling, and then we've diversified. We've all done a lot of different things through the years, so we have a lot of good things that we can share with people. So it will be fun to be knitting, and they all knit as well, and we've made some of the same projects, some of different projects, and so it should be fun, really, really fun. And I also wanted to explain my channel. I am looking for new subscribers. My channel has not been as popular as some other channels. And I'm thinking maybe because, yes, it's going to be a Zoom meeting. Yeah. I'm going to take the plunge and I'm going to join the Zoom meetup thing, because I really like this knitting idea. And I told Casey about it because at first I didn't want to spend the money on Zoom, but then when I came up with this idea, I thought, I really want to do this. I think it would be great. So I have a lot of friends in this area, and they have friends that I think might really enjoy it. And so we're going to try it and see how it goes. And okay, see, wow, thank you. All right, well, we'll talk after my live. And so yeah. So what I was going to say is, I think that my channel isn't as popular as maybe like other people who have just started out, because mine is like me, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I wanted to explain that I do have a lot of iPad content, and I'm going to go through my chats, and I'm going to kind of make a list of what I put in each chat, because there's a lot of iPad information, and a lot of people on my iPad group, they ask the same questions and they're not coming to my YouTube channel. So I need to try and funnel them there so they can get answers to their questions. If you extend to crocheters, I'd love to. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. We all crochet too. Like my other friends, they crochet as well. So I guess we called it Just a Knit Away because we had mulled around a lot of different names, and that's what we came up with. I wanted to call it Techno Grandmas, because we were all becoming grandmas and we were getting really into the techie stuff. And so they didn't go for that one. So we settled on Just a Knit Away. So I think I asked my other friend, who it was her idea, if she would mind if I would take that name and revive Just a Knit Away. And then I told her that she can record it just like Casey's doing, and she can put it on her channel. And she's not really doing a channel right now, although I think she's, looking into it. So, because we all have something that we want to share. So, IT Grandmas. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that was kind of my name, but I think we might just stick with Just a Knit Away because it's kind of nostalgic. So, look for us. It'll be the last Monday of February. I'll put out a announcement. Do you guys know how far in advance you can do an announcement? Like, is it a week or 2 days, or is there a time frame that you have to schedule an announcement? You can type in the chat box and let me know if you have any idea. So another thing I have sitting right here that I pulled out that I haven't used in a while. This is my harmonica. Thank you, Danny. It was kind of in back of my drawer. So 24 hours, really? Okay. I was wondering if you could do it. Like, if we do it, I can set up a thumbnail and I can announce it ahead of time to our friends. But then I can just make the actual thing 24 hours in advance. Okay, so that works. All right. Yeah, harmonica. I haven't used it in a while. I actually spilled my coffee today, but thankfully my computer was way up here and the coffee fell on the floor. But I didn't screw on the top very well, so that was kind of a bummer. So I have a harmonica. I also have a kazoo. They love that stuff. And I do have a lot of props, and that's what I need to kind of organize today. I do have a lot of markers and stuff like that. One thing I would suggest is make sure that you always have a good marker available. Make sure that the marker that you have out works well, because sometimes I pick one up and it's not working and I have to switch. Thank good. Yeah, I know. Actually, I was talking to a lady. She wanted to join or maybe she is in my iPad group, and she lives in, I don't know, some foreign country. So I was talking to her last night, and I'm like, she spilled her coffee on her computer. And then she said that her iPad got cracked and she's in a foreign country and she's not coming back until March. So I'm like, wow. I was like so in awe that I'm talking to someone in a foreign country. But then I'm like, she had a lot of stuff going on. But she messaged me this morning. I said, can you put the computer in a bag of rice? And she messaged me this morning and said that her computer was okay. And so she still has her iPad for a backup. Her computer is working and she's good. So I was very relieved because she's in a foreign country. I'm like, she can't just go out to the store and buy one. And she's kind of tied up for right now. And so it was just really weird. It was really weird. So on my channel, I do have a playlist for the interviews and the collaborations, and I made the thumbnail green. So that's organized. I also have a playlist for the iPad users, and so I think that's all I have for regular playlists right now. But if you do have friends that need help for the iPad, my iPad group is not just for people who use it exclusively. It is for anybody who uses it for any reason. If you want to use it for a backup, I suggest you get into that group, know what to do with it, know how to use it before it's an emergency. So my group I have not just iPad stuff, but I have a lot of other content as well. But I'm always looking out for things for the iPad group. So the iPad did save me this morning for one of my trials. My iPad also saved me the other day for something else. So I use my computer because there are things with the computer that I like, and I also cannot go on YouTube unless I have a computer. So I wouldn't be doing this live if I didn't have a computer. Cindy, you talk to kids in a foreign country every day. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, but they're in China. I actually got a call from one of my students. I just consider that like off the grid is really kind of cool. It's off the regular lesson thing. It's, in your real life. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, Casey said that the iPad saved her this morning. So that is really awesome. Yeah. And so keeping that as an available thing, I wanted to come on here and say, if you have an iPad, people ask, what iPad should I get? Well, that depends on your budget. But my iPad is sitting right here. My iPad is an older iPad. My iPad actually has a crack in it. I did not get this for VIPKID. This is an iPad Air, and it has never done me wrong. This morning it was a little bit of a problem because it was such a blessing because I had opened it up in between classes and I realized that the battery had worn down. So sometimes my kids will get a hold of it and they'll play games on it until the battery dies, and then they don't plug it back in. And so the battery was on 0. So I had plugged it in. So I had just enough juice to get me through that one trial. So that was really awesome. Now, going back to the trial, that new trial that I was doing this morning that was a no-show, that was one of the brand new trials that I had qualified for or certified for. Let's see if I can pull it up. When I was in the class, I had to wait the 15 minutes. So I played the games, made sure I knew how to do everything, just kind of playing around. And then I went to my iPad to see how it would work on the iPad. And it didn't work. It did not work very well. Like, it worked differently. Like, if you had to do it on the iPad, you could, but it was different. Some of the things you couldn't do. Like, you could still get through the lesson. You could still do a lesson with your iPad, but it was a simpler setup. And there were a few things that were not like the computer that you would not be able to do. So I was just looking to see if I could get into the lesson. It doesn't say materials. I don't know. I don't think I can get into the I can't get into the materials for it right now on my phone. So, I wanted to mention that if you do use an iPad, you might not be able to do some of the stuff. Like, oh, this was the other thing. When I was using my computer, there were 2 little circles, one for me, one for the student, in the middle of the lesson. So it wasn't like we were on top like you are on the computer. You're in a box on the top. So for this lesson, you're in a circle in the middle of the lesson. But on the iPad, it was on the top. You don't get those little circles. So I wish my trial was not booked info pending so I could get in there and play with it beforehand. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you could go to, yeah, you can't really get in there and play it. Like, you might be able to see certain things, but you can't actually play with it. That's why it was kind of cool that I had that opportunity today, because the kid didn't show up. But then the next lesson was supposed to be the same, but maybe it was because I went to my iPad, I couldn't have done the same lesson anyway. So it was very interesting morning. So that's why with trials, it was really cool that we had just done that little collaboration, had some ideas, chose the bananas, tried to have fun. The kid was very kind of, he could speak well, he could read. He, like, when he said eyes, he said nose, mouth, and eyes. He had really good pronunciation. So I felt like English wise, he was fine, but he was young and he was kind of wiggly and antsy. So that was kind of hard. So by the end of the 25 minutes, he was done. He didn't really want to do it anymore. So, but he did a good job. I'm going to search the VIPKID library since I already certified I don't have the videos. Yeah. I just did it. And yeah, it didn't really look exactly like what I studied. I was like, oh, okay. But like, they had the apple and you can click on it, and there were, little things like you can figure it out quick enough, but it's nice to have it figured out ahead of time. Yeah. So that was interesting. So for iPad users, you can do the lesson, but it will look a little different, which would be fine. If you're an iPad user, you won't really care that much. You won't even notice unless you went from one to the other. The computer definitely had more interactive features and it looked different. But to me, this is my take on it. It's completely different than the regular VIPKID lessons. So I don't know why you would do a trial class that is so different to bring them into the lesson. Then they're going to be like, where's all that stuff? Because a regular lesson is not that interactive. But that's my opinion. I feel like it's totally different. You're pulling them in with something that's not like your product. So anyway, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to go back and continue cleaning, trying to figure it out, what I'm going to do with all this stuff. And I want to get it to where I enjoy being here. I like Danny's idea that, you know, you want to walk in and you want it to be inviting. You want to be like, this is my office, and you want it to be comfortable for you. You don't want to be like climbing over stuff to get to your to your lesson, which is about what it is right now, or not right now, but what it was. And yesterday when I left my classroom, stuff fell off my desk and I didn't have time to pick it up. So it was crazy. Cindy, maybe I could do a Zoom interview with you asking about homeschooling. Yeah, that would be awesome. I totally would love that. And you can do Zoom interview privately, record it, and put it up. You can do that for free. But if you want it to be live on YouTube, then you have to pay. What I found, the information was $15 a month. Casey paid a 1-year fee. So probably, you know, either one, I'm thinking, is what you can do. So I was planning on doing the 15, but you could totally do a free one and record it and put it up on YouTube later if you want. Yeah, so that's free. You don't have to pay for that. So, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I figured I canceled off Feedback Panda. That was going to be $15 a month. I'm doing my own, which I'm kind of glad I did that, because now I'm trying to put in more detail, like was mentioned in Laura's friend's feedback thing. Now, update on that. I haven't seen a huge increase in my feedback, but it's only been a few days. So we'll see. I did get like 8 5-apple reviews, but that was before I started writing all the feedback. So, but I've been writing at the end. I've been writing, thank you for leaving. Don't forget to leave your 5-apple parent review. Your apples help me with my statistics for VIPKID, something like that. And I'd get a bunch of apples from one person, and my regulars usually do give me apples. So I have to go through. I don't really keep track of who gives me apples and who doesn't. So I probably should. So if you can give this a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for all watching my videos. I really had fun doing the Wuhan one. I had a lot of fun doing the laughing one. And I am looking for you guys to follow that. I want to see you guys do those videos. I know Christy, a teacher Christy, if you know her, she is planning on doing something with the laughing, something about laughter and happiness and stuff like that. That's what's great about this job, is that we get to portray happiness, give them a good day, and that's our job. Yeah. So you are it. And Danny, I don't know if you've seen the video of the lady who can you tag people on YouTube? Like send people a video, but this lady, she's a VIPKID teacher, and this is how I got the idea, is she just made a video of her laughing, and she started out with just like a snicker, and and she just went on and on and on until the end was just the biggest belly laugh ever, and it was the best. And I decided, I'm not going to do it exactly like her. I'll do clips of just me laughing in class. And if you look at what I did, I tried to kind of put the quiet laughing at the beginning and then kind of build it up toward the end where it was heavier laughing, and then at the very end it was Kid, my little student, I loved her little giggle. I thought that was awesome. And so I tried to just make mine a little different so it wasn't exactly like hers. But her thing was, she said she was studying laughter and we need more laughter. And I just thought hers was the best. So I'll see if I can, I'll post it underneath one of your videos or something. So you can see it. It was hilarious. So that's what got me going. So I kind of went off of her idea. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.